All right, we have a 2020 Audi Q7 Prestige doing water-cooled alternator. There's not much on the internet about these, how to change them, so just going along and showing you what I'm doing. To pull the belt off, you're gonna need to grab that bolt. It's a 16 if I'm not wrong, and that one up there a little higher, it's a 19. So you gotta push one to the right and the 19 to the left. It loosens the belt, pop the belt. There's some wires right here, power wires, just undo those, 13s, and a connector right here. And just going along and showing you what I'm doing. There's another bolt up here, pop that off, undo this guy right here, and there's, if you guys can see that, another hose back there. 2 bolts, pop those off, and the main bolts that are holding it right here on the side. Show you right here. There's 2 in here and 2 in there. Okay, so we got a little bit of things moving around here. So this bracket right here, it's just being held on with the T30s and the 13. So you pop those off right there. And the 13, pull that off. So have slightly more space to get your hand behind. You see this spot right here, there's 2 T30s up there. It's nearly impossible, only if you have this right here. You can make that work. So this is a blue points to snap on and numbers right there, if you can see it. I can focus. No, it's not focusing. Right there. So I ended up cutting this Johnny in half, so it was as short as possible, so it fits tight. Put that guy on there, and bottom one fits right there, pretty easy. So you pop it and you get enough to unscrew with your hand. Same with the top one, just barely enough space. But if you put this little block in there on the sway bar, kind of pushes it out, you'll have enough momentum to get the top one out. I just got both of them out. This is what they look like, 2 T30s. So that's another thing to pull. So now I think I'm gonna be unscrewing the subframe bolts, but we'll see. I'll start doing it and we'll go from there. Pull it out. Took a little bit of time. That's gonna be the new one, but I'll be putting that one in. I ended up dropping the whole subframe. It's the only way out. Once it's dropped, since there's 2 studs, one up here and one up here, this is movable front and back. So once you have a pry bar, you can move it forward and back, and it should pop out. So I moved the coolant hose out of the way and then the charge pipe out of the way, and it was more space to wiggle it, and it ended up popping out. But what I did is, there is a motor mount bolt on the side right there. Pull that out, and same on this side, motor mount bolt right up there. You pop it out. That's obviously after you release the bolts right there, subframe bolts 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's this cover that has 2 10mm bolts that sit on top, both sides. So you pull that out, drop down, drop that, mark it so you know where you took it off from. But once it's all dropped, undo these sensors so you don't rip them. Steering angle sensors. Once you have everything dropped and you're at this position where it's almost out, grab a pry bar, put put it against the sway bar and then just wiggle that thing out and it'll pop right out. So now our mission is to put the new one back in and obviously get some new O-rings on this guy and this guy, and I'll update you as it goes. Well, good news is I'm not getting fired. I got it installed. So before you lift everything back up with the subframe bolts up there and lift it back up, I already have everything lifted up, but make sure to tighten these bolts back here because they are a pain in the ass to get to. This is something I had to use to get to it, but I mean, you can see how fun that is, you know? You sit there and you twist it, but it's doable, but it's a pain in the ass with this. So I recommend dropping the subframe first. It's easier to take off and on and stuff like that. But once you have that in, you tighten everything down. You tighten down the motor mount bolts that go on the side, both sides, tighten those down. Lift it all back up and just basically reconnect everything you took it apart. Don't forget to put these guys in. And that's all back in. Just everything. Now I'm just tightening everything back up, installing it. And just sensors left, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.